This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm covering Johnny Depp, the case around him, and Amanda. And now, you might be thinking, why am I saying Amanda? Once in a while I get someone coming around here, you made a mistake! Her name's not Amanda! Well, if you don't know, you're not quite following closely enough. What's happening is, it seems that most of the world, on the establishment side, on the side of the people who have the decision-making power, are taking her side, and what they're doing is they're starting to kind of help her out on social media by banning and blocking and doing all these things to stop spreading information about her. Now, I have to say this because I've been thinking about this all night because of what happened to a couple of channels. I'm sure you guys might know. The thing is this. You know, they have a saying for criminals. You only have to get caught once. So you could mess up 1,000,000 times and not get caught and you're fine. Then you get caught once and the whole house of cards falls. So it's kind of similar with misinformation. Let's say I've got 1,000 videos and 998 of them are factual things about Amanda, about the LAPD body cam footage, about how she has an arrest record, about how she took her dogs into Australia, and that was illegal. That's factual, and I spread all that stuff, and I'm all good. And then one day, I cover an article that I assume is factual, but it's not factual. Let's say it's a German article. I can't read it. You guys might know what I'm talking about. German article came out. A lot of us made videos. A lot of us talked about it, but not that many of us can actually read German for ourselves. So if that ends up being misinformation, you just spread misinformation. Okay? It wasn't your fault. We know there are rock-solid facts against Amanda, and that's the truth. But it doesn't matter. It's the same thing as getting caught once with a crime. If you do it one time, you've spread misinformation. Now, you know, people saying, well, maybe YouTube's evil, the establishment is evil, cancel culture is evil, and they'd be right. But the problem is, they only have to catch you one time spreading quote-unquote misinformation, deliberate or not, and they could rightfully say you're spreading misinformation. So here's a solution, and here's what I think should be something that should make everybody safe, and here's something that they should actually put in the rules for social media. What they should say in the rules as the best way to protect freedom of speech is this. If you claim that your video or your post or your tweet is only your opinion, you cannot be held responsible for, any of the misinformation because you're saying it's your opinion. I could say my opinion is aliens are going to take over the world tomorrow and that's going to be the end of the planet and we got to jump in a rocket with Elon Musk, immediately. As long as I say it's my opinion, that's fine. Because if you speak at least basic English, you understand someone's opinion is not a fact. So I've tried to do that, but I've also been trusting other sources. Even if I didn't like the source, I trusted they got the basic facts right. And I kind of talked about how I didn't think they were right, how I don't think that Amanda, is such a good person, how I think that Johnny Depp has the facts behind him, but I was trusting they got the facts right. So in trusting that someone like the Daily Mail, or hell, even the Sun, even, We Got It Covered or whatever, if you just assume certain basic facts are right, you might be getting that assumption wrong and you're kind of spreading their misinformation, and then that's it. So if you get my drift, there's definitely some things going on that could be improved from the reporting side. And from now on, I'm going to say things like, this is my opinion. Because if I say that, there shouldn't be a problem with that. If I don't say it's my opinion, and the article or the tweet or whatever it is, even in the rare case the court document, seems to be or is found to be misinformation, then, I've just spread it. We see court documents if they're from the official website, that's fine. They're from Fairfax, Virginia in this case. But once in a while, someone will tweet one cropped out. It'll look like one, and I don't exactly know. And I can't check every single document I find. I can't go to their website and look through hundreds of pages to find the exact crop out. It's just not viable for me or any reasonable person without, a staff of like 24 people or something. So I gotta trust that's true. But my point is, I could make a mistake and they could exploit that mistake. And the other thing is, obviously, they do seem like they are not on Johnny's side. I think that's because of the political air going around these days where you've heard go woke, go broke, and a lot of places are going woke. So the woke standard, the woke ladder puts women ahead of men, especially, attractive women, which has been the case since the beginning of history anyway. And that's what's happening. So not a lot of companies and publications want to come out and say, we think, this man was abused by a woman, because traditionally that's not how it's been working. Or I even think, in the most part, that, my opinion by the way, more men do abuse women. Men are stronger, men get stressed from work, come home, and it just doesn't make sense that like someone, taking care of kids, or especially women that aren't working, would get mad and start abusing their husband coming home from a hard day of work, who's maybe a construction worker, a garbage man, a cop, something like that. I don't think they're bad people, but probably the stress just comes out. So I'm not on the side of men. If we were having a general conversation about abuse, I tend to think that, men probably do more of the abuse and they are physically more capable of it. But we're not talking about men versus women, and that's what they want to fucking make the conversation. They want to make the conversation men versus women because they want to fucking get you and get a win on the conversation using sympathy and feelings. Okay? But it's not about that. It's about Amanda and it's about that piece of wood. Two celebrities who had their careers pretty much ended and now they're kind of trying to latch on and, bring themselves back. That's my opinion. But it's a good opinion because it's suspicious. And if, let's say my son's nursery school teacher came to me and said, I got to tell you something, my husband's abusing me. I wouldn't be like, let me see your evidence. Where's the police report? Where's the medical report? I'd be like, yeah, she, I probably, she's got no reason to fucking lie. You know what I mean? If my sister-in-law came to me and said, I got to tell someone my husband's abusing me, I wouldn't be like, you know what? Let me see that fucking police report. Let me see photos. Let me see, your medical report. I don't believe you. Of course I wouldn't fucking say that. I'd say, yeah, that's odd. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if I see some celebrities being like, well, he abused me 10 years ago, or if I see some celebrities coming out and saying, here's pictures of me on the beach, driving around with no pants, here's pictures of me having a topless birthday party with a couple of my friends right after I was abused, then I'm going to think, wait a minute, this isn't about believing women. This is about believing people who want me to think that this is a regular man versus woman issue like the other issues, and sorry, that's not how it works. We got to critically think about things. Anyway, I got way off topic here. This is one of those just talk it out, kind of a rant video. I don't do a lot of them. Maybe I'll do more. If you guys enjoyed this rant, consider subscribing. I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, whatever comes up. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it.